Good morning, everybody. This is going to be a pretty quick video, but I wanted to give you a little bit of an understanding of prompt number 3, which I know some of you will be starting today. If you're still working on prompts 1 and 2, that's fine. You're going to have today in class to work on these end of year assessments as well as tomorrow. Okay, so prompt number 3, does fiction help or hurt the facts? As you all know, last week, people did a bunch of research related to speak. And people researched a few different topics, but I saw some trends. And a lot of the statistics circled around some of the difficult subjects, which is not that surprising because speak dealt with a lot of difficult subjects. So because it's important to be able to communicate about difficult subjects, I want us to think about how we communicate about those subjects. Speak, the novel, did this by showing us a really in-depth insight into Melinda, right? So we got to see the thoughts and feelings of that character, of somebody who's dealing with trauma, dealing with mental health, and going through a rough time. Now, statistics don't tend to give us that same type of emotion, but they are more grounded in fact, right? And they give us a little bit more information and context than just how somebody's feeling. Below are a list of statistics that stood out because they were statistics that you guys found, that more than one person found, or were related to one another. So I'm not going to read through the statistics for this video, but read through them. If you want to go to the source, I included it. You can click on that and go and actually read the articles. But what I want you to address is the question underneath the yellow highlight. Is fact or fiction better for discussing and understanding difficult subjects? Is fact or fiction better for discussing and understanding difficult subjects? So while you're thinking and while you're writing, I want you to consider what is important about the idea of stories and having a human connection when tackling different subjects. So books like Speak paint a clear picture and get us invested in character and story. So keep that in mind, right? We don't want to disregard that. On the other hand, what is important about solid facts and figures when you tackle difficult subjects, right? When we look at things like the statistics above, we get to see a broader context of what happens at a countrywide level. And we get real numbers to talk about, right? Which is sometimes easier to bring into conversation than just somebody's perception or how they feel. So your essay needs to have organized paragraphs that focus on a part of your reasoning. It needs to use speak in some way or another. Again, whether you're saying that fiction is a better way of discussing difficult subjects using speak, or you're saying that facts are better. And you can use speak to say, speak was fine, but it doesn't do as good a job as it could. You can also use any of the statistics above to make your point. You don't have to, but I think that your essay will be stronger if you do use at least a couple of those statistics. It needs to be at least 450 words or more and be at least 4 paragraphs or more. 450 words, just as a reminder, if you're dealing with double-spaced writing on Google Docs, is going to be less than 2 full pages. So I do know that 450 feels like a bigger jump up from where we were before, but I looked at those who have turned in their letters, and people are already turning in letters that are much longer than the required 350 words. This 450 words is going to go by pretty quick. That's 100 words per paragraph. And I think that you are more than capable of being able to do 100 words per paragraph, because if you start figuring out what your word count is, it's that 100 words goes by in like 4 to 6 sentences. Okay, awesome. If you have any questions, send me an email. I'll try to get back to you as soon as I am able to. And I will see you all tomorrow. Have a good Thursday.